Hello and welcome to Matchday Live here at Anfield Index. If you are new, hit that subscribe button down below. If you are watching on YouTube or if you are watching on X or Facebook, head over to the YouTube channel. But most importantly, Reds, hope you've all had a very fine Sunday. It's very nice and sunny on Merseyside. Very similar conditions down south as well. But Liverpool will be looking to, this afternoon, go 14 points clear of second place Arsenal, who yesterday, if you've been living under a rock anyway and you missed that result, Arsenal, we won the league at Goodison Park. We did. But nice one, Yev. Yeah, fantastic result for Liverpool. Just makes that guard of honour hopefully come that bit closer as well. But of course, this afternoon, I know everyone spoke about Fulham, and we've got plenty to go through this afternoon as well. We'll look at the key threats for Fulham before kick-off, their key danger men, best tacklers, how their form has very much transpired this season. Very hit and miss if anyone's seen a bit of Fulham this year. Certainly got a lot of quality in certain aspects of their game, but I think if you're a Fulham fan, you'll be disappointed by the way in which this season, in the pivotal moments where they're not too far off a Europa League spot or a Conference League spot, but I think going into next season, adding with a bit more extra sprinkle and a bit of quality as well, I think they might be going places under Marco Silva as well, but as is many Premier League sides anyway. But Reds, hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, make sure you do drop a like on the video as well. The Gag Standing Show will be obviously this afternoon following the full-time whistle. Gags is on Aussie. Bud, if you watch it, mate, enjoy it with the fanbo. And well-deserved little break for you, Bud. And it'll be me and Tad taking you through the post-match analysis. Let's hopefully, me and Tad were speaking about a result, and if you are tuning in for the first time on the watch-alongs, you can very much sync up your commentary with the game that you'll be watching this afternoon as well, obviously with the timer in the top left. So if you don't want to listen to Gary Neville, I don't know if he's on commentary anyway, you can listen to us and interact with the chat this afternoon as well. So, Reds, how are we? Obviously, we're getting to the starting 11 in just a second. No, we'll get straight into it. Liverpool starting 11, very much unchanged, really. Kelleher in goal, Curtis, Cafu, right back, Canate, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robbo, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, and Diogo Jota. And the bench for Liverpool, again, no Alisson Becker. Is that a concern for you, Reds? It is for me. Yaros, Quansah, Tsimikas, Bradley, Endo, Elliott, Federico Chiesa, Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez on the bench. Let's hope we don't need them, but if it's another game where we do rely on the bench impacting games like they have done a couple of times already this season as well, but it's an opportunity today. I think the expansive football that Marco Silva likes to play, especially facilitating down that left-hand side of their team, and with Robinson, and we'll certainly speak about him. He's had a very good season, but I think he's very much tailed off the second half of the Premier League campaign, but still had a very good year indeed. Certainly their player of the season, if you ask me, when you look at and analyse their side as well. But Reds, if you are tuning in the comment section below, do get your comments in as well. Thoughts on your score predictions as well. There's going to be a lot of goals for Liverpool this afternoon. I think, as I said, the way in which Fulham do like to play, they want to be on the front foot in certain aspects of the game. But yeah, certainly got a lot of interesting key threats that can punish Liverpool. But of course, I think we remember that game at Anfield earlier on in the season, the 2-2 draw, which was disappointing. But on a day in which Liverpool went down to 10 men, and certainly yet again we've seen the characteristics in which we have already seen throughout this Premier League season, exactly why we are top of the league with an outstanding gap between us and Arsenal. It was a game full of adversity at Anfield, but we dug in deep, and we got a draw as well, a big point. And at the end of the day, yes, looking back on it in terms of the red card and everything was disappointing, but we didn't panic. We got the result over the line, and especially getting a point when you're down to 10 men is absolutely pivotal, really, as well. But Reds, let us know your thoughts as big up there. John, first comments this afternoon, bud. afternoon. Not too bad, John. Looking forward to the match like all of us. And let's hope Liverpool can just very much put on a performance worthy of champions this afternoon as well. I tell you, it's an opportunity for Liverpool to showcase our qualities like we already have done on many of occasions this season as well. But we'll get straight into a bit of the analysis really in terms of looking at the opposition in terms of Fulham this season. Really, in terms of their overall record in the Premier League, they've won 12, drawn 9 and lost 9. So, obviously, averaging a point, 1.5 points per game. So, it's just, with that record, very inconsistent, really. I think you do find that with a lot of teams mid-table, but it only goes to show, like, with a bit more better investment in certain areas. Just look at Forest. It's the point proven, really. It's strategic spending, but spending in the right areas as well. Not just going out and buying 10 players, but if you can buy 5 or 6 players that are really first team quality, you never know what Fulham could do next season as well. So look at Bournemouth, plenty of teams. It's just so overly competitive, the Premier League, and this absolute utter nonsense, really, that the Premier League is lacking quality, i.e. really for Manchester United fans and Arsenal fans and all that, really, because they're not doing really at all well this season. And chat, I know a lot of you don't have social media, but yeah, Twitter was madness after the Arsenal dropping of points, really. The usual blaming of referees and all that. But as we know, Liverpool this season, we've had a bit of adversity. But you know what? We got beat by Forest, the only defeat for Liverpool in the Premier League, and we learned from that. We went on to build better performances week after week after week as well. I think the best sign of any great side, whatever team you look at in Italy, in Spain, in England, down the years, it's going through difficult moments, but most importantly, you're adapting your game and really elevating your game on a week-to-week basis. It's don't get me wrong, we've had a couple of games this season where we've had to go at referees, but it's when it's been absolutely awful decision making in the middle of the park. But the main thing is Liverpool have succumbed that. We got over the hump, a bit like as we mentioned at the top of the show with the Fulham defeat as well, the Fulham draw at Anfield. That was a disappointing result, but you know what, we dug in deep, we got a draw out of that, and it's one of them, really. I think when you start blaming, as a fan base, like start blaming referees for your overall poor performances, I think that's a trap, really, that Arsenal fans have come accustomed to, really. But you know, manager Mikel Arteta doesn't really get a lot of the blame as well. So yeah, but speaking about a very well-run football club, Fulham, most expensive season tickets in the Premier League, which is understandable considering the part of the country it is in. And I've never been to a Fulham away, but everyone that says that has been, it's a lovely, fantastic stadium and a great surrounding area as well. But in terms of, so very hit and miss, really, in their regards as well. Goals against, so in terms of goals scored this season for Fulham in the Premier League, they've scored 44. That's averaging a 1.47 goals per game. And then you look at goals against, the average throughout the 40 goals that they have conceded, that pieces out to really 1.33 goals as well. So yeah, it's goals expected. It's a bit of a mad one, really. In terms of Fulham's top goal scorers this season is Raul Jimenez. Fantastic to see him back playing. Well, he's been back for the last couple of seasons now, but I think we all remember that difficult injury in which he did sustain to his head. And the main thing is, I think for Raul, he's back playing football over the last couple of seasons and doing what he's doing best, really, now, which is fantastic for him, really. He's been their most dangerous player this season, as you'd expect, but I think he's getting a bit on the latter stage of his career now. But he's a proper Premier League striker, really. He's not going to get you 30, 40 goals a season, but what he does get is get you 10 to 15 goals per season, depending on if he's got a bit more quality around him. So in terms of Raul Jimenez's output this season, he's obviously got 10 goals with 3 assists. He's got the most goals and assists across this Fulham side in the Premier League. And obviously that was a 13-goal contribution, which is quite good considering. And then you go down to the second player with the most contributions in this Fulham side is obviously the Nigerian attacking player, obviously Alex Iwobi as well. He's got 7 goals, 4 assists for Fulham this season in the Premier League. And then obviously Anthony Robinson, the American fullback, which has got quite rightfully so a lot of plaudits. I think the start in which he did have this season in that Fulham side was very much unprecedented, really. I think he was performing higher than his average output, really. But as I said at the top of the show, the second half of the season hasn't quite translated to what he done in the first half of the season. So he's got a staggering 10 assists. No goal contributions for him, but in terms of getting 10 assists, he's had a fantastic season. I tell you, most left backs in the Premier League, their teams could help with a left back contributing that already in the Premier League. So he's had a very good season down that left hand side. And if there's any Fulham fans, let us know your thoughts. Who's been your standout player this season? But I think from a defensive point of view, in terms of an attacking sense as well, Anthony Robinson is certainly going to be up there as well. Yeah, I'll just quickly touch on Raul Jimenez. Yeah, he's 33 now. He's been around the Premier League. Obviously, he's at Wolves and many other couple of teams in his career as well. So I think the main thing for Fulham, not this season, but obviously going into next seasons, I think the fact that Marco Silva has lost a massive goal threat in Mitrovic. Whatever you think about Mitrovic, yes, he's doing well in the Saudi Pro League, but the fact that he lost him, he was always a massive goal threat in the Championship. But I think in terms of losing him in the beginning of the year, really, I think I'm not really bringing him in with a better quality as well. I think Rodrigo Muniz, obviously the Brazilian forward as well, he's an interesting player. I think in terms of coming into this year, he's still only 20. He's just going to be becoming 24 years old in a couple of weeks' time as well. So a lot of the emphasis, if you do keep hold of him, he's got 7 goals, 1 assist, so he's only got 8 contributions in 29 games played in the Premier League this season. So you look at that, you'd expect a bit better, really. I think Raul Jimenez needs a lot more better quality round him. And even when you look at a player like Emil Smith-Rowe coming for big money, coming for massive money, really, from Arsenal, and I think given his exploits, really, at Arsenal in the previous seasons gone by, yeah, you look at his statistics and the data, he's got 5 goals, 2 assists, only 7 goal contributions, obviously goals and assists, across 27 matches played as well, and that's averaging, as he did start 23 of those games in the Premier League. If I'm being honest, I think Fulham fans might say similar. Don't know how you feel as well, though, chat. For a lad that's got a lot of potential about his game, that's extremely disappointing when you look at him, really. Andres Pereira, former Manchester United attacking midfielder, previous seasons gone by, he's been one of their main players, but he's had a very inconsistent season this year, very disappointing season. I think if you look at the season before, had much better output, really, but the Brazilian's only averaged, he's got 2 goals, 4 assists, and only 6 goals and assists across this Premier League campaign, which you look at him, very disappointing. And then similar with Adama Traore, one of the most maddest players in European football over the last 10 years. For a lad that's got such a great skill set in terms of the quickness of him, I tell you, if this lad had a final ball on him, he'd certainly be worth about 70-80 million, but he can't put a ball into the box, which is this season he's got only, I think, 2 goals, 5 assists, only 7 goal contributions. But when you analyse his part of the game as well, in terms of big chances created, this is where the caveat that really with, where is it in terms of my notes? Chances created, where is it? Damn. Big chances created, there we go on my notes. Big chances created, he has got the most big chances created in this Fulham side in the Premier League. He's created 10 big chances. Alex Iwobi's second with 9, and then you look at obviously Robinson, considering his output, he's created 7 big chances as well. So I know I've just said Adama's not got the best delivery, but I think that just compare and contrast really in terms of the forwards. As we were speaking, if it's not Raul Jimenez, who else is going to contribute to this Fulham side? So Adama, 10 big chances created, which is massive for him. Obviously, I think he just needs a bit more help in terms of his other players as well, but Reds, let us know your thoughts on Adama, because I look at him and he's on his day, especially when he has played City over the last couple of seasons as well, when he used to play for Wolves, he's one of the most deadly right wingers in world football anyway. But yeah, he's just when he's on it, he's on it. But when he's off it, he's absolutely off it, really. And let's hope he has a bad day at the office, really, this afternoon as well, though, Reds. But in terms of, obviously, it's quickly looking at the Fulham starting 11 as well in regards to them. Obviously, in terms of their back line, you've got Bernd Leno, who's been a tried and trusted former Arsenal man, but obviously played a lot of his trades in the Bundesliga prior to his move to Arsenal. Top goalkeeper. He's really top for me. I think he's an average 6 out of 10 really for most Premier League sides, but that's what you need, a bit of consistency. Castagna, obviously the former Leicester man, playing right back to Belgium. Anderson, Calvin Bassey and Robinson as well combines obviously their back five, obviously with Leno behind them. Pereira, Sander Berg, obviously the big lad, probably one of the biggest players in the Premier League as well, the big defensive midfielder, former Sheffield United man. I think the fact that they lost him prior to this season, and similar with the lad that, was it last season or the season before? Anyway, Sheffield United, they lost Sander Berg, and they lost the lad that is at Everton, the winger. Anyway, you know the lad, completely gone arm, yeah. But that lad, obviously their best player, really, the lad that scored this weekend from the penalty spot. Anyway, so yeah, he's a handful, Sander Berg. But up front, as we just mentioned there, you've got Alex Iwobi, you've got Lukic and Ryan Sessegnon and Rodrigo Muniz. Sessegnon, based onto the scene of Fulham, really, in the academy, never looked back, really, but he's very similar to where you've got to analyse if you're a young player coming through in a Premier League side. This is where you analyse Sessegnon's game. Now, he's 24 years old now. Let's quickly touch on how many years was he at Tottenham. Yeah, he was at Tottenham for, was it like 3 or 4 seasons anyway. The most amount of games he played for Tottenham in a season was 17 games in a Premier League campaign, and he only registered 2 goals and 0 assists in very much the 2022-23 season. So you look at that, his development has very much stagnated, really. He come through, obviously, the Fulham Academy, come with a bright talent. I think he had that tremendous season. Yeah, it was back in the 17-18 season in the Championship. I think he won player. It was the young player of the Championship, or was the player of the Championship anyway. On that season, he got 48 games played, which is fantastic for his development. But he got 16 goals and 8 assists. That is absolutely, frankly, ridiculous. And then really hasn't kicked on. Obviously, little loan spell in Germany in the 2020-21 season at Hoffenheim. And even in that season, he only registered 2 goals, 3 assists, which for a player of his quality when he was younger, certainly hasn't really transpired and kicked on in his development. But yeah, maybe at Fulham, he regains that very much form in which he did show in the early part of his development as a player as well. So you look at that, and obviously we just mentioned Lukic, obviously an interesting player to say the least, the big Serbian. He's another player with a big frame, really. I think in terms of minutes played throughout this season, matches starts in the Premier League, in terms of the amount of games played, Bernd Leno with 30, and then in terms of Calvin Bassey, an interesting player to say the least. I don't really rate him at all. Obviously I know he was at Ajax, but even then he looked extremely dodgy at the back, to say the least, which is mad concerning when you are an Ajax centre-half. You're expected to be good on both feet, really, off your left and off your right flank as well. So, yeah, very surprising, but obviously big move to Fulham, back to into the Premier League, and he's an average centre-half, if I'm being honest. Watch him have an absolute worldie this afternoon, so do apologise, chat to jinx that. Obviously, Joachim Andersen, obviously the Denmark centre-half. An interesting centre-half, to say the least. Obviously come for big money to Fulham prior to his move before anyway. But yeah, Lukic, obviously only 23 starts, but it's an interesting team, to say the least, really, Reds. As I said, we should be doing the business this afternoon, really. And I think when you look at Liverpool's record And certainly looking at Fulham's record before we go on to the head-to-head record between Fulham and Liverpool. As we know, Liverpool's head-to-head record is fantastic. And let's hope we can continue that as well. But I think in terms of the results for Fulham this season, started the Premier League campaign with a defeat, obviously at the hands of Manchester United. That was away from home, a 1-0 defeat. And then obviously they've had losses to Manchester City, losses to Villa as well. Losses to West Ham. Manchester United done a double over them. Crystal Palace. But the interesting one for me when you analyse Fulham over the last couple of weeks was that very much disappointing result in the, obviously, was it the FA Cup anyway? Yeah, in the quarterfinals on my notes. That was a 3-0 crushing home defeat at the hands of Crystal Palace at home. That was an opportunity for Marco Silva, as it has been for a couple of teams. Look at Forest in the semi-finals now as well. And Crystal Palace, it's a big opportunity for the trophy. Would have been interesting, would have been made up, if I'm being honest, as a football fan really, if Manchester City did get dumped out in obviously the quarters, but sadly they weren't, because you'd be looking at 4 teams in that FA Cup semi-final. That would be absolutely ecstatic, really. Can Newcastle do the cup double? Maybe not, but yeah, that would have been amazing really for obviously the likes of Fulham, but sadly they got knocked out at the hands of Crystal Palace. I fully expected Fulham to win that game, but that's football. Sometimes seems to very much surprise you, to say the least. So, yeah, obviously, you look at obviously match week 14, 15 and 16, where they just got 3 draws. But it was interesting. 2 of those draws did come at the heart of obviously Arsenal and Liverpool, and then a draw to Southampton. So, hit and miss, certainly. Very inconsistent, as we said at the top of the show. But yeah, it's going to be one of them, Reds. And then firstly, on the final chapter, really, in terms of our analysis of Fulham going into this game as well, Reds. Fulham's record against Liverpool is absolutely awful, really. One of the worst head-to-head records that Liverpool have got in regards to opposition teams. Fulham have games won against Liverpool. They've only registered 13 wins, 20 draws, and games lost 45. Really, I think you go back all the way till 1983, where Liverpool, for, was that 7 seasons where Liverpool and Fulham played each other on 7 consecutive, in 7 seasons in the space of the 83 all the way to the 2000 season. 7 losses against Liverpool, that Fulham did concede anyway against Liverpool, which is quite staggering, really. And then obviously in the Premier League, in the 2000, that's obviously a madness record, really, if I'm being honest. 7 times they played Liverpool in the League Cup, a bit like Chelsea in recency, when it was Rafa and Jose Mourinho, really, where it was just seemed to be every single week. But yeah, in the League Cup, the Reds that were supporting Liverpool back in 1983 to the 2000s as well. We were playing Fulham in every single fixture, really. But Liverpool, 7 wins with a massive 10-0 win against Fulham in the League Cup in 1986. So, bit of a mad one, really, to say the least. But Fulham's last win against Liverpool, that did come in the season of the 2021 season. That was the period in time that we sadly do remember, where Liverpool were getting absolutely walloped by everyone that did come to Anfield. We were getting beat by Liev, getting beat by Fulham, absolutely everyone. But I think in terms of their last, prior to that win anyway, obviously Fulham's last home win, where's my notes, was come in the 2011 season in the Premier League. So that's a very long time. They'll be looking to hopefully rectify that. There's the Fulham anyway, so yeah, bit of a madness really. Let's hope we do continue. But Liverpool, in regards to recent results as well, obviously 1-0 win back in 2023 season. Obviously a big 4-3 win in the Premier League at home at Anfield, and obviously Liverpool beating Fulham over the 2 legs in the 2024-20 season as well. We remember that on the way in which Liverpool did secure a League Cup trophy last season as well. Obviously 2-1 win for Liverpool at Anfield, and then a 1-1 draw as well. So plenty to get stuck into really, and of course the most recent game 2-2 Liverpool versus Fulham on the 14th of December, just before the new year as well. So, yeah, Reds, hope you've enjoyed that. A little bit of insight, really, to Fulham. As I was going to say, it's going to be interesting to say the least. But the main thing is today, like it always is the case for Liverpool, really, is just try and look to attack. The most important thing, don't really focus on Fulham. That's their style of game, really, and just play to our strengths, really, and just hopefully we can hit the ground running. And it's 3 points closer, obviously, with that, and then we're only needing 4 wins now, obviously, but I do think we will need less than 4 wins, if I'm being honest, though, Reds. You look at Real Madrid, Arsenal over the next 2 weeks, that is going to be extremely draining on that Arsenal side, and I think Liverpool will need less than 4 wins, so I think a win this afternoon will be absolutely pivotal, really, in terms of our objectives. But the main thing is, I think when you analyse, if Liverpool can hopefully get the league over the line, I think the main thing is that's when then Arne Slot might start experimenting with the squad in terms of going into next season, certain aspects of our game, because we'd won the league, but I think there's no better time, really, especially in a competitive environment as the Premier League is. The lads are coming out of the tunnel. Such a historic ground, Craven Cottage, obviously coming from the corner of the ground. Tell you, be interesting. A little bit more investment as a football club. I don't know. I don't think they can expand, say, in one side of the ground. Can they, chat? Let us know, because obviously I think it's close to the riverbed anyway, a canal or whatever, so they can't really improve in that aspect. But maybe one day Fulham might increase the capacity, because there's certainly a hunger and a desire for teams in the Premier League, really, to expand. This is where you want to be doing. I think long-term Fulham, maybe one day, might move or whatever, but it's going to be interesting to say the least. But let's get your score predictions in. Let us know, and big up there, Storm. How are we, chat? Get your score predictions in, and if you are new to Anfield Index, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below. As we said, the Gags Tandon show will be following the full-time whistle. It's going to be me and Tad. And of course, the post-match Raw boys will be recording on, obviously, Anfield Index Pro. So if you want to check that out, one of the best Liverpool post-matches in the Liverpool scene as well. Check it out. If you want to become an Anfield Index Pro member, that is £3.33 a month. But what does that include? That includes all instant access, really, to all the podcasts as well, all not interrupted with adverts and all that, so you can eradicate all the adverts. Most importantly, one of the best aspects of that is really you can listen to the podcast, but most importantly, you can interact with the great community of Reds that we have got building on Anfield Index as well. If you've got Discord, click the link in the description, head over to there and join the Discord as well. But if you haven't already subscribed already, make sure you do as well, Reds. Follow across whatever platform you are watching. Over 75 free podcasts per month with over 600 plus free articles a month. If you want to get involved, a bit more detail as well, where you can find all everything, really, AnfieldIndex.com as well, Reds. But get ready, Reds, because let's hope Liverpool can put on a performance worthy of champions this afternoon. And main thing is, I'm hoping Salah can very much contribute. He's had a little bit of a dry patch, really, in regards to goals and assists, really, over the last couple of weeks, but I made up that players around him have very much stepped up in the big moments, really, because it can't always be Salah, really. Salah was ridiculous this season, and he will continue to be ridiculous in the next year or so. So, yeah, anyone watching at Liverpool, get those contracts signed, get Van Dijk and get Salah to retire at Liverpool. They deserve it, really. But Rodrigo Muniz, obviously, he's got 3 goals in his last 4 appearances, obviously against Arsenal, Tottenham and Fulham. So, as we mentioned with the statistics, even before that, wasn't really in the best of form, but he's the striker in form, to say the least, really. But yeah, on the halfway line here as well, chat. But yeah, big up there, Mr. Wah. I'm not surprised, mate. It is very sunny. Made up that everyone's got a bit of sun as well. Fantastic. We are very hard pressed for a bit of sunshine in the UK anyway, aren't we? So we'll take it as much as we can. Mr. C, how are we, bud? How are we, fella? Hope you're well. Hope you're all well this afternoon. Callum's gone 2-1-2 Liverpool, Salah and Jota. Let's hope so, bud. Let's make it 46 losses, please. 100% there, Storm. Matthias, how are we, bud? As we said, chat, if you are listening to the audio commentary, you can very much sync it up with the timer if you are watching at home or whatnot and you want to interact with chat as well. Get your comments in the comment section below. But yeah, Reds, we are very much fastly approaching kickoff. No room for racism as well. United we stand. That's the players taking a knee. And we are underway. But yeah, Liverpool shooting from right to left this afternoon in the first opening 45 minutes. But, so yeah, tell you what, that's some good looking pitch really from Fulham. So yeah, groundsman deserves a pay rise for that. Virgil van Dijk with a high challenge there. Fulham down the left-hand side. Robinson down the left. Can't be allowing him to cross, as we said at the top of the show. Being absolutely outstanding. Bassey all the way back. But Reds, how are we? Panov, how are we, fella? Afternoon, buds. Mr. Was saying hello. I'm not too sure on that, Ali. I don't watch a lot. I watch some games in the Eredivisie there, bud. Yeah, but make sure you do tune in, Yusuf, to the great insight. Obviously, Bart and Dave have got a show tomorrow, so you haven't checked out them. Obviously, the data analysis, really, where they analyse all the potential future transfers as well. So definitely check that out, mate. There's another episode of that, another instalment coming out tomorrow. But if you go on the YouTube, then there's plenty to get stuck into, really, there as well. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Wah. Yeah, Salah versus Bassey. It's going to be interesting. Big up there, Graham. Big up there, Reds. Looks like there's an early injury here for Fulham. Castagna. Not the best. Let's have a little look. Does he take a whack there, really? Tell you what. Oh, yeah, he does. Big Sander Berge into the... Was it Sander Berge? Oh, yeah, Sander Berge into the back of him. Not surprised. He's about 7 foot, mate. Him running into you. Certainly would do that. But the one aspect of Fulham and what, obviously, Marco Silva, as we know, if anyone's seen a bit of Fulham this season, such a reliance on wanting to play football. They try and play football the right way as well. Curtis Jones all the way back to Caoimhin Kelleher. Kelleher, the ball, not the best passing accuracy there, really, from the Irishman. But Liverpool looking to try and press high this afternoon. Try and get the nice early goal and just very much facilitate and force Fulham to be that bit more higher then. It's one aspect of Jota's game, and certainly going into next season as well, regardless of the Liverpool forwards. That's one critique that obviously Arne Slot has already spoken about Darwin Núñez this season, is his work effort, really. But whether that's Jota, whether that's Núñez, whoever's leading the line for Liverpool, and next season they need to put in big emphasis really on the pressing. Curtis Jones, long searching ball there. Not the best of passes from Curtis down the right. Very loose bit of possession. Iwobi, bit of space for Fulham to exploit down this left-hand side if you can get it right. It's a poor ball by Robinson. Liverpool under a bit of pressure here, but playing out lovely from the right, down the right there. Salah made an excellent run down the right-hand side flank there. Bassey read it extremely well. But Fulham, as they have done already this season, get up. Robinson not getting that, bud. I see a lot of their play. Oh! Konate, he's lost it! Is that a foul in the penalty box? Fulham have still got it inside the penalty area. I tell you what, there was a massive collision in the penalty box. Muniz went down, the Brazilian, and Pereira's complaining to the referee. Virgil van Dijk is holding his head. But Ibu Konate on the ball, he tries to drag it back and absolutely loses the ball. Yeah, for me, that's not going to be a foul, but you never know with these referees in the penalty box. Yeah, it's coming together, but Van Dijk can't really get out. It's Kelleher, the way in which he comes out of off his line, sliding at Pereira. There's nothing in that really, Reds, to coming together, and fair play by Muniz there, not complaining at all. But Ibu Kanate has been helped out by his defence there. Don't understand. There's being extremely relaxed on that transition there, really, Reds. Got away with one there. Big up there, Power. Yeah. It's chatted and Power. It's going to be interesting, mate. I think that's one to keep an eye on over the next 12 months. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Szoboszlai's been dispossessed there, really. But it is a bit of a concern, really. Alisson not into the starting 11 as well. Of course, the most important thing is Alisson's okay. A lovely transition for Liverpool down on this attack here. Now Gakpo, he's got Salah on his right. He's found Salah inside the penalty area. Salah, Jones on the overlap. Ball into the penalty box. Cleared by Fulham. And they've just about got that away. Lovely little transition on the counter-attack by Liverpool. Fast-flowing attacking football. Extreme amount of space down that right-hand side for Liverpool. Certainly something to keep an eye on there, Reds, on the counter. Fulham very committing going forward. So we'll pick up their Power and chat. Yeah, so we want to keep an eye on there, Reds. But just a quick on. If you missed the result, was it last night? Valencia with a massive 2-1 win. It's massive for them in terms of their fight for survival. Again, Mavrashvili, Liverpool's future Georgian goalkeeper, coming into Liverpool next season. I think he had like a staggering 9 saves in that game. And certainly, rightly so, got man of the match. Saved a Vinicius Jr. penalty last night. But massive for them. And certainly dent in Real Madrid's title challenge. Especially with Barcelona already, 6-7 points ahead of them as well. Lovely ball around the corner from Gravenberch. Salah, ball in. Is he in an offside position? He is. Lino again. As are many of the Linos in the Premier League. They're extremely slow. I know that's the rule. They try and let the game play on, but just looking at this chance here. Ibu taking a touch there. If you're looking at Fulham on that, Pereira needs to be doing a much better pass there, really, if I'm being honest. But that's what I said on the analysis there. Really, Reds, to be Fulham fans and Premier League fans, and certainly Arsenal fans crying at home this afternoon. Oh, he's taking him out. For me. Oh, is that a penalty for Liverpool? Gakpo's gone down there, really, ref. Would help if the actual cameraman actually started filming the match, like. Ball down the right-hand side here now for Fulham. Sessegnon off the right flank. Big, strong tackle by Andy Robbo. Pereira. He's got it. Guess up, Pereira. Need to be much stronger there, really. But Liverpool have started this game extremely well in terms of pressing. But it's all about Fulham. If they can very much try and bypass that press, they can certainly start causing Liverpool a lot of issues. Ibu put that out for a corner. Looked very shaky this afternoon, Ibu. Keep your head up, lad. Focus up. Get through the difficult moments. But if you are new round here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Matchday Live this afternoon on Anfield Index. Obviously, the post-match Raw will be getting recorded this afternoon. Dave and Trev and the lads will be taking you through all the great analysis of the game this afternoon. Cleared by Liverpool. Liverpool looking to spring a counter-attack here. Salah with an underhit pass. It's gone all the way to Pereira. Oh, he's absolutely sent Cody Gakpo. Good little turn there from the Brazilian. Castagna on the right-hand side. Certainly a lot of rotation, really, from Fulham this afternoon. Yeah, it's going to be one of them. Yeah, as Mr. Ross said there, get it out the way. Early nerves. It's mad. Our players are human after all when you do see those mistakes, but it's part and parcel of football as well. Main thing is as a player when you develop as well is you learn from those mistakes. Iwobi going all the way back to his goal. He's got to be very careful here. Alex Iwobi. Cody Gakpo. What a ball down the left. I tell you what, that is expertly played by Cody Gakpo. The aggression in the tackle. But most importantly, that ball down the left-hand side. Little outside the foot playing Andy Robbo, who made an excellent inverted run down that left-hand channel. So yeah, the composure by the Dutchman. What a ball. Well, thankfully, Liverpool have got a corner. Salah was free at the far post. If he could just kind of get a bit more trajectory on that ball. Liverpool's flying Scotsman on the left. So Liverpool's first corner of this afternoon. Nice early goal would be superb for the Reds if we can get that. Ball into the penalty box. Punch by Leno. No foul there. There's a Liverpool player down. Ibu's still down. Liverpool didn't look to kick that ball out, so just game's didn't play on. And the ball's just about gone out there, but I think Ibu's took a massive collision. I don't think Ibu's okay, really. Yeah, so yeah, it's one of them, really. Part and parcel of fussy. Leno's caught Ibu. Nothing malicious, really, from Bird Leno. He's entitled to go for that ball, but thankfully Ibu back up now on his feet. And a slot coming up and to him. Such a great tactical mind, really. Oh, fourth official. Pack it in, mate. Tell Nani to get into his box. Just giving his teammates, his players, instructions, but McAllister swarmed by a couple of Fulham players there. But Jota, surely got to be a foul there. He's backing into him. Sloppy by Liverpool here. Just need to start moving that ball much quicker now, Reds. Will start creating a lot more better attacking opportunities. Salah, it's poor by Mo. Putting Curtis Jones under immense pressure there, under hip pass. Fulham throw in on the halfway line. Calvin Bossy. Liverpool just need to keep up this intensity really in our press. Don't allow ourselves. Salah, just couldn't quite get that touch. Fulham again, so reliant on playing out from the back, but you can understand why they've had 9 defeats, 9 draws, and only 12 victories this season. Playing football like that, it's very risky. McAllister, what a goal! Absolutely unleashed it. Thunderous strike into the top left corner. Stop that, McAllister. Get in. And Liverpool, as they look to go chasing, sprinting to that 20th league title. As I just said, sloppy by Fulham in possession. McAllister drives with the ball a good 5-10 yards and absolutely lasers that into the top left corner. No stopping that. Absolutely thunderous strike. Put 5 Lenos in that. You're not stopping that, son. So yeah, one of the best midfielders in European football. What a goal. One aspect I'd love to see Mac in the next couple of seasons in a red shirt. Start doing that a bit more regular. I think it was at the Fulham game this season. Or was it last season where he absolutely unleashed a 30-yard screamer. He's got that in his locker. But Liverpool, 40 minutes into this game, have broken the deadlock. And it's come through Alexis McAllister. Gets in there, Reds. And that now very much allows Liverpool bit more composed nature of our side. But now it just, hopefully, just opens the floodgates for Liverpool goals this afternoon. But I just find that absolutely crazy, really. And thankfully, they have Fulham, but you do look at the way in which he started the 40 minutes in this game. It's absolutely ridiculous. And as we mentioned with Calvin Bassey, for a lad that did play for Ajax, there's a reason why they got rid of him. Because, just not Calvin Bassey, but that Fulham defence at times this season, even this afternoon, just slow, sloppy in and around their own half anyway. Especially when you're playing up against a side like Liverpool, you can't compensate really for that. You can't be allowing your team to just lose such sloppy possession on the edge of the penalty area as well. Big up there, Everest. Get in, bud. Tamo. We will be there. Absolutely phenomenal strike there, Reds. But if you are tuning in now, a bit late, Liverpool taking the lead, courtesy of Alexis McAllister. Absolute thunder strike, really, on the edge of the box. It's going to be a deep throw-in for Fulham down this left-hand side near their own half. But Iwobi just so lethargic. Sander Berge, that is awful. On your second analysis, that is awful for a lad that's 6'5", 6'6", whatever he is. He's an absolute giant. Just a poor defensive recovery there from Sander Berge. Like, there's next to no effort. Like, don't get me wrong, McAllister's strong, but expect a bit more better from the big Danish midfielder anyway. Spurs 1-0 against Southampton. No surprise there, really. We'll get in there, Reds. Oh. It's poor by Dominic Szoboszlai, too lethargic on that ball. Get back in position there, Curtis. So push up higher now. Julie, it was Macca, Alexis McAllister. Chat if you're just tuning in late. Alexis McAllister with a amazing strike from the edge of the box, mate. But yeah. Hope you well, Julie, and Trev, all yous. Well, good afternoon, Trev. And Reds, if you are tuning in, Liverpool started this game, as we have done for many other games this season, extremely well. Crazy play from Fulham, but this is what I was saying at the top of the show in the analysis. Fulham needs quite a fair bit of investment into their squad next season. Lovely play by Liverpool. Jota pushing the back there. Referee seeing not much of it. Yeah, certainly. Certainly evidence. Main thing is, would be fantastic for Liverpool going to next season if we can maybe bring in another Alexis McAllister just to very much help him, and Gravenberch and very much bring up the overall quality of the squad as well. That's me being greedy, really, but you can never have enough good footballers, as we know. But yeah, since his time in the Premier League and his time at Brighton, he's just gone from strength to strength, really, and even in an international point of view as well. On the last international break, he did score again for Argentina. So whether he's playing a bit more deeper in Liverpool's system or Argentina, or maybe in a bit more in an advanced role, number 10 position for Argentina that he plays in a couple of times, certainly his time at Brighton, he can do absolutely everything, really. Absolutely everything. Main thing is going to next season and this season, just keep him fit. Keep him fit. Liverpool needs, going especially next season, rotate well, but yeah, fingers crossed, Reds. Tony Buds. Yeah, pick one now. Good luck, mate. As I said, put 5 Lenos in that goal, Buds. No chance. Reds, if you haven't already done so, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below. Liverpool now, again, Fulham dispossessed. Salah, he's looking for a couple of options. Salah, I'll tell you what, if he pulled that off, that would have been ball of the season, mate. Absolutely took about 7 Fulham players out there, Salah. How he's seen that? Wow. Gakpo millimetres away, really. That is an absolute joke of a ball by Salah. He's tried to play it into the far post. But phenomenal, nearly phenomenal delivery by Mo down that right-hand channel. Well, chat, hope you've all had a very fine weekend. And what a great way to start your Sunday afternoon. The Reds 1-0 up here. Or whatever platform you are watching, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to become an Anfield Index Pro member, you can certainly do so. That is £3.33 a month. And I tell you what, it's outstanding value. The amount of great content that gets produced on Anfield Index. Make sure you do get involved. Eradicate all the adverts and everything. Ball over the top. Curtis Jones burst into the penalty area there, really, making a deep run. Curtis is out of position. But Gravenberch there now trying to cover that space. But Alex Iwobi's got a bit of space ahead of him, really. Ibu and Gravenberch, I tell you what, both lads done extremely well there in terms of their body positioning. Just not allowing Alex Iwobi just that time or space to run into. The space that was kind of vacated behind them, but good luck trying to get past those two lads anyway. And then, if you get past them, you've got to get past Van Dijk and the other lads at the back. So, but yeah, 21 minutes into this game, really, Reds. Liverpool have had one shot on target. Only 3 touches in the opposition box. But this is what we love. Certain aspects of Liverpool's game this season, we've been clinical. We've been absolutely clinical. And that's going into next season as well. Just Liverpool need to certainly continue that trajectory, really. Punishing teams at the right moments. Big up there, Steve. Fingers crossed, Steve. I think that second goal won't be too far behind, but as long as Liverpool keep up this intense press in which we've showed already this afternoon. We all know Dominic Szoboszlai is great. One of his biggest assets as a player is his physicality, really, in terms of his relentless nature in his pressing. Sonderberg, he's a big lad, he's got a massive stride anyway. So it takes a fair bit to stop him, really, when he gets going. Ball into the penalty box. 1-0. That's poor by Curtis Jones. Sessegnon. It's a great strike. It just falls to him perfectly there, really. But if I'm being honest, that needs to be dealt with much better at the far stick. His first goal for Fulham in 6 years. Obviously being a Tottenham for 4 of them anyway. But again, Liverpool, very passive there, really. Sander Berge gets going down through the middle of the pitch. Pereira, ball into the box. Curtis Jones knees it straight into the path in the penalty box. It's really poor. I want to be seeing more from Curtis Jones, but yeah, it's a fantastic strike by Sessegnon, but it's awful clearance by an awful clearance by Curtis Jones. Ibu's wanting a foul there, but if I'm being honest, there's not much in that, really. Nothing in that at all. But yeah, so that was 1-1 there, really, Reds. They're looking at the foul, but Liverpool have got to be doing much better. And we are back underway here, Ed. So game back on now. Fair play to Fulham. First real big opportunity in the game that they've had. Oh, that's what happens when you play an attacking midfielder playing right back anyway. You then get that composure, really, on the ball. Ball into the box. Cleared by Andy Robbo. It's poor by Dominic Szoboszlai. He's had a difficult start to this game, really. Yes, his pressing's been sound, but when he's got on the ball, Szoboszlai this afternoon hasn't really offered Liverpool much going forward. And it's a big punch by Kelleher there. An excellent punch by Caoimhin Kelleher. And Liverpool are looking to now spring a counter-attack. Tell you what, the impressive nature of Fulham's pressing in certain aspects of their game. There was 4 players round Alexis McAllister there, really. Just need a bit more movement from Liverpool's players around him. Yeah, far too easy there, Trev. Far too easy, bud. When you're defending like that, you deserve... Yeah, we all know that, bud. Yeah, it was a good assist by Curtis. Good assist. It looked like chat as well, as Mr. Wars said there. I haven't seen a second replay on it, but if I'm being honest, I don't think there was much on it. As I've said already on a couple of occasions already this afternoon, you need to be a lot more stronger on the ball. Oh, well done there, Grav. Bring that down. Turn on it, Szoboszlai, man. Come on. He's got space ahead of him there. Gravenberch put that ball in behind Fulham's attacking line. Just need to show a bit more composure than that, Dom. You've got the quality to strive with the ball. Gakpo off the left flank. Ball in, cleared. Fell to Curtis Jones. Szoboszlai straight at the Fulham defender. Gravenberch trying to play between the lines. Szoboszlai. He's been a bit everywhere really here, Dom. He's played right wing, attacking mid, down the left. Got a little bit of rotation. Tell you what, Robbo's really getting up. Gakpo, little chop onto his left foot. Just couldn't quite get that ball under his spell there, really. The first initial bit of that movement was really good by Cody. Fulham crowd even getting onto the bit of good play there, really. Robinson down the left-hand side. Alex Iwobi's got a bit of space ahead of him. Ibu's come out straight away. Good defending by Virgil. And that's... I was going to say, that's a poor... It's surely got to be a foul there, really, on Jota. Well done there, Jota. He's been crowded out by Calvin Bassey there. It's a foul all day, every day of the week there. That's much better by Diogo Jota. Much better from Jota. That's one thing, I don't know how you use field chat, when you look at Jota's game, when the ball goes up to him certain moments in his Liverpool career, sometimes the ball just absolutely ricochets off him, and like we get he's not got a frame of Virgil van Dijk or Sander Berge. But if he is to stay at Liverpool next season, Jota, that's one aspect of his game that certainly needs to improve. His ability to just keep that ball under control and really bring Liverpool higher up the pitch. But on that occasion, done really well. Kelleher, lads, what are we doing at the back here, man? Tell you what, got away with that there, Kelleher. He'll say that he was under control, but nearly. Long searching ball for Fulham. McAllister, sloppy ball there. Now Fulham going down the left-hand side here. Now great counter-attacking opportunity for Fulham. Trying to find Sessegnon through the middle. Get up, lads. Very well marshalled by Andy Robbo. Coming into that central area. But this game was extremely open for both sides, really, Reds. From our point of view, don't think Arne Slot would be best too pleased, really. The basketball nature of the first half an hour of this game. Would like to see a bit more better control from Liverpool, really. Tell you what, Curtis Jones really pushed up here in that inverted role. But certainly if you're an Iwobi or a Robinson or a Fulham player, you're trying to look to that penetrating ball down that left-hand channel. Because I tell you what, but it's that risk and reward really for Liverpool, as we've seen, especially under Arne Slot. Trying to create that overload in the central areas against Fulham. I see Curtis Jones, yes, he's playing right back at the start of the game, but he's playing in a very good advanced position. Not the best passes there for Grav, but Salah's had to go back 5 yards. He's found Curtis Jones. Needs a bit of support here now. There's no wide ball. He's under a fair bit of pressure there by Bassey. That's one aspect, really. Ball into Szoboszlai. Get up there, Dom. You need to be stronger than that, lads. Van Dijk all the way back. to Queven Gallagher. Yeah, big up there, Kim. Curtis being overrun on the right hand, putting extreme pressure on Canate. Yeah, it's one of them, mate, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of them. Potentially, but obviously it gives you a bit more, especially defensive solidity, really. McAllister, but Curtis, I think the one. And again, he's a spot on here, chat. As we just said, Curtis, he's losing out in this transition now, and he's got to get back into position. Bassey, tell you what, fair play to Bassey. Centre half by trade, but he's turned into a striker there. Excellent run by Calvin Bassey. He's got his team a corner there, really. But that is one of the areas of the pitch that, as we've already seen, half an hour into this game, Liverpool's right-hand channel. On one aspect, when you analyse Liverpool, yeah, Curtis getting into those overloading positions in the middle of the pitch, but Liverpool are getting really punished at this moment in time in certain aspects of our game when Fulham go forward, especially down that left-hand channel. It's them forcing Canate to come out really deep and just vacates quite a lot of space in the middle. Clear by Virgil. Straight to a Fulham player. Liverpool quite high up there. Need to pressurise him there, Reds. Close him down. Pereira. Shot on target. No, shot just wide there. Sorry, chat. Looked like it was going on target, but I think if you're a Fulham fan or player, really, you'd expect Pereira just to try and hit that ball into the penalty box. There was an overload at the far stick there, really, for Fulham, but Andres Pereira, as he has done in his career, being in certain aspects of his game, extremely, extremely selfish. Yeah. Fulham's players are 2 steps faster, more organised. And speaking of organisation there, Liverpool losing that. Iwobi inside the penalty box. And it's 2-1. It's took a massive deflection. And again, Liverpool messing about there at the back. Chat, we called it 5 minutes ago. We absolutely called it. It's absolutely horrendous by Liverpool. Such poor play. And I think that's took a deflection. Alex Iwobi scored. Well, Stock can be rightly so disappointed, but it's so awful by Liverpool. Andy Robbo on the ball here again. As it was a couple of... What is that, Andy? Awful ball across the penalty box. And then he plays a lovely assist to Iwobi. Yeah, and 3 times in that play there, Andy Robbo. He plays an absolutely horrendous ball across Liverpool's penalty box. Then he gets the interception and then plays Iwobi in, and then he gets the third deflection. So, surely, yeah, it's got to be an own goal by Andy Robbo there. But this is where he is a Liverpool legend, Andy Robbo. For me, he's been so instrumental for Liverpool, but long term for Liverpool's future down that left-hand side, we need to be looking to strengthen that left-hand flank. From a tactical point of view as well, have a left-back that is able to play out from the back under immense pressure. Because he was under pressure there. Fair play to Fulham. But you've got to have much better football and quality on the ball. Like, you can't be spamming a 20-yard ball across your own penalty box. Especially in the Premier League. And rightly so, Fulham absolutely punished Liverpool. And Gravenberch there with a sloppy touch. Liverpool going forward here now. Jota into the penalty box. Jota nearly getting through that Fulham defence. Salah. Come on, Tom. Need more from you, lads. No chance, bud. No chance. Especially when we're getting chased by Arsenal. Ball round the corner. Gakpo! Oh, it's anyone's that. Very unsurprising. That Salah wasn't... He was at the far stick there. Gravenberch. He's lost possession here now. I tell you what, transitioning Liverpool this afternoon have been absolutely awful. I know we want to be speaking about Gravenberch, really, but that's what happens when you're consistently playing Gravenberchs week after week. But there's certain players this afternoon, and the last couple of weeks when I've watched, they just look absolutely knackered at certain moments. But this is where going into next season. You need to bring in adequate quality in terms of giving the lads... What a ball by Fulham. So much space down Liverpool's right this afternoon. Iwobi inside the box. Shot on target. It's going to be a corner again for Fulham. But there's next to no pressure from Liverpool down that right-hand side. Just allowing Alex Iwobi to shift that ball onto his right foot and get a shot on target. But it's what happens when you're playing a midfielder right back. I know he done well midweek against Everton, Curtis Jones, but he's been found out this afternoon. But yeah, as I said, fully anticipating the first 5 minutes of this game. The game's been so open for both sides, really. Steen unhappy with Andy. Cleared by Kanate. Ball into the air there, really. What a touch by Muniz! 3-1! What a touch by the Brazilian, and he's absolutely sent Virgil van Dijk. Oh, no, sorry there, chat. Wrong scoreline. It's 3-1. Do apologise there, chat. But yeah, Fulham 3-1. Virgil van Dijk's complaining, chat, but if I'm being honest, that's not a foul on Virgil van Dijk. Ball goes in. Again, Liverpool, the ball's 20 yards in the air, and Virgil van Dijk gets absolutely spun. And tell you what, that's one of the best goals I've seen this season. Just a sheer touch off his shin. What a touch. And it went straight through the legs of Kelleher. Some people might say that's a bit of luck from the Brazilian, but that is expertly timed, precise finishing. Not many strikers in European football have done that to Virgil van Dijk. I tell you what, what a start for Fulham. But Liverpool, their own architects to their own downfall in the first 40 minutes of this game. And you can understand why we've conceded 3 goals already. Fulham well and truly deserved this 3-1 lead. Fair play to Fulham, so you can say. Liverpool, what are we doing, lads? We know what we're doing. Absolute shambles at the back, really. In possession and even out of possession. Yeah, it's... But I knew coming into this game, really, guys, in chat. You knew, as we spoke in the pre-match build-up to this game. Very inconsistent, but even still, Fulham, when they're on it this season, they've been on it. But Liverpool at 6s and 7s, really, for large spells of this first half. Jota, but there's certainly more goals in this game for Liverpool. Just need to start stringing some actual good balls to each other. But yeah, Liverpool, this is where you look. I'm looking at Dominic Szoboszlai and this afternoon. I'm not just picking him out, but I need more from me attacking midfielder, mate, if I'm being honest. I honestly need more than just running. Especially when games, when you're 3-1 down, you need players to be on the ball and to play through the lines. Certainly with Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. But, yeah. Disappointing. Yeah, you got absolutely done there, Mr. Wah. Absolutely done. One of the best goals I've seen this season, mate. Just a sheer touch. Everyone might go, it's a bit of a shinner of a touch, but it's an excellent, excellent touch, really. Just absolutely took that brought it down and absolutely spun on a sixpence, really. And then the ability to put it through the legs of Kelleher. Fans might go, oh, it's lucky, but yeah, strikers train that week after week in training. Sure, got to be a foul on Gravenberch there, really. Tell you what, this game could end absolutely any scoreline, really, Reds. Tell you what, Liverpool, since Liverpool's first goal, they've only had one shot. Fulham have had 3 goals, 6 shots with 4 shots on target. Obviously, Connor Bradley is on the bench, really, this afternoon, no Reds. Will we need him in the second half? But we've already brought him back 2 times this season. And he's got injuries again, so it's going to be one of them. Yeah. Big up there, see. Yeah, midfield on the right. As we've said already, you mentioned Bud and Chat. Disappointing. But it is what it is. Fully deserved to be 3-1 down here. Liverpool on the ball and out the ball in transition. Going to get absolutely punished, and we have done. But certainly got plenty of time to get back into this game. But will require a lot more better passing, really. Be interesting to see it. I'll check at half time, really. The passing accuracy of certain individual players. Just very disappointing. This is what's mad, though, Chat, if being honest. Like, Fulham, next summer, if they invest in the right areas, I'm telling you, they could possibly chase a Europa League conference or a European spot, really, if they get the right players in, because Forest, they've done extremely well this season, but they are very much the blueprint, really, in terms of spending money the right way and spending it correctly. I tell you, Fulham get maybe 3 or 4 first-team players and bring up the overall quality in this team a bit more higher, then certainly they could maybe do things next season. Oh, John, we need to be quicker to that. Calvin Bassey's on the spin there, and he's under next to no pressure. And, I'll tell you what. It's going to be a Liverpool goal kick. But chat, what are we saying? What are we saying on the first half performance? Being extremely disappointing. But none of us, you've got to appreciate Fulham's quality, but being Liverpool really poor this afternoon. I'm fuming. We're all fuming. Andy Slotter's going to be going absolutely berserk at half time, and you can understand why. But when we analyse Liverpool's goals this season, Reds, it's all just a large majority of them. They've all been all individual errors, really. So I was going to say, did Southampton score an equaliser? Southampton's going to be 2-0. Tell you what, if Ange couldn't have beat Southampton this afternoon, he certainly would have got the sack. But if you are tuning in this afternoon, even from work or if you're being out and about, Liverpool 3-1 down, did take the lead, courtesy of Alexis McAllister. Wonder strike, really. And goals, an own goal, I think it's got, let's quickly check, has that goal gone down as Andy Robbo's own goal? No, it went down as Sessegnon's goal and getting the equaliser on the 23rd minute. Alex Iwobi and Muniz has got the third goal as well. So 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes for Fulham has really punished Liverpool. And that's poor again. Szoboszlai losing the ball. Iwobi, shot on target. Dom, lads, again, what is with us this afternoon? Playing blind passes across our own penalty box. Calm it, lads. Again, presented Fulham again with another opportunity. Tell you what. Cody Gakpo. Closing down there. Tell you what. Get Diaz on, man. What are we saying, chat, in terms of subs? I'd get Elliott on. I suppose obviously coming up against his former team as well. Let's bring on certain chats. We've already mentioned Endo. It's going to be a throw into to Fulham down that right hand side, but that's one aspect of Fulham's game that they've done really well. Yes, Liverpool have been defensively very frail on the edge of our own box, but in terms of Fulham, when they have been pressed by Liverpool, they've played through the lines really extremely well. 3 minutes added on here, chat. Can we get a goal just before half time? Get one before half time would be sound. Need it. Get a goal. Gravenberch high up to Salah. What's he meant to do with that? He can't do much with that there, lads. It is, Jay. It is, Jay. But obviously, so yeah. Says a lot about Fulham's start to this game, really. Yes, Liverpool being poor, but obviously Liverpool's only defeat in the Premier League has come to the hands of Nottingham Forest. Three minutes added on. Oh, behave, Pereira. It's a foul. Not malicious in that, man. It's football. It's a contact sport, man. If you lose 3 defeats. Yes, it's not been good enough, many mates. We've been pedestrians for a while now. Obviously this afternoon, but certainly. Yeah. Yeah, we need a tough tackling central defensive midfielder, certainly in the summer window. I know he's a good squad option, certainly a very good squad option. But as we know, Gravenberch, he's done really well in the defensive midfield position this season, but it's not his most natural position, as we all know anyway. We knew that coming into this season. It just goes to show how good of a manager Arne Slot is that he's got the best out of Dominic Szoboszlai. Sessegnon, that he's got the best at. That's a foul on Gravenberch. Like, he's got the best out of Arne, of Gravenberch in that position. Just very much a great testament of how good Arne Slot has got good performances out of Szoboszlai, McAllister and all that. But yeah, we need a proper tough tackling defensive midfielder that is firstly a very good in terms of reading the game, but he's got extremely good passing attributes really. Like today, we've been pressed. Like someone that you can give the ball, like another McAllister with a bit more defensive guile to his game would be tremendous. But sadly, there's not many players like that in Europe, really. Liverpool down defending this now. It's going to be a foul again. So yeah, it's awful 45 minutes. Well, fair play to Fulham. Really punished us this afternoon, Reds. Very, very disappointing. Yeah, 100% there. Disappointing to say the least, bud. Where's the other chance? Looking for all the comments as well. Yeah, possibly second half. I'd say no, really, mate. I'd say not, really. Like, the teams have known how to play against Liverpool. Well, not known, but they've had, like, what? Plenty of games. But fair play to Fulham. Fully do deserve the 3-1 goal advantage this afternoon. But, yeah, Liverpool, far too poor. I get this passing statistics up in a second, chat, anyway. But if you are new to Anfield Index, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Welcome to, obviously, Match Day Live. We all anticipated, and I said first 5 minutes, there was going to be massive goals in this game for both sides, really. Like, the first 5-10 minutes, there was so much space for both teams, in and out of possession, really. There was, especially down Liverpool's right-hand side, anyway. But not being good enough. The levels in which in the Premier League have been extremely high for Liverpool this season, but the job's not done really this afternoon. And of course, every other rival fans will be like, "Oh, it's time to panic." It's like, no. Like, and there's a reason why Liverpool have only been defeated in the Premier League once by Forest. They played absolutely amazing in their game. And if Fulham come out in the second half, play like they did in the first, and Liverpool come out very lethargic, as we have done in the first opening 48 minutes of this game, then it's going to be a very difficult afternoon as well. Just goes to show the levels in which Liverpool have presented themselves in terms of when we've watched them this season. It's been absolutely pinpoint. It's been top level. This afternoon, we've not been in our top level, and we've been extremely punished, and rightly so. Do deserve to be 3-1 down when you've got Andy Robbo, when you've got Ibu making mistakes, and the lads at the back. You can't start, and we can't compensate really when Andy Robbo absolutely tries to play an absolute blind pass across his own penalty area, and then he plays in Bassi, then he tries to get in and recover, and then he makes it even worse. Andy Robbo. But that just goes to show, not just Andy Robbo, but in terms of defensively from Liverpool going into the next couple of seasons as well, we need to be a lot more better on the ball, really. That ability to play out from the back under immense pressure. Certain aspects of our game this season we've done really well, but in terms of the evolution of Arne Slot's game, that's certainly Andy Robbo, and defensively in certain positions need to be doing much better anyway on the ball. So, fair play to Fulham. And Liverpool deserves to be going in 3-1 down. Very, very disappointing, to say the least. But it is what it is. This is shocking. Yeah, Jay, it is, bud. 100%. Chat, what would you use when you analyse the game this afternoon? Any potential changes as well? And as Mark said there, echoing my words in the first 20 minutes, but you're spot on. Yeah, he's been so bad, really, Mark, hasn't he? I think, as we said, it's all well and good and pressing and all that, but when he's got on the ball today, Mark, he's not really being an outlet for Liverpool. Like when Liverpool in the first opening 44 in the first half, when we've got the ball, there's been no one wanting to show for the ball, which I find quite staggering, really. Salah's not had many touches. I think he's probably got even less. I haven't looked at the data, but he's probably got like next to no touches in Fulham penalty area, and that's exactly what Fulham want to be doing, really, limiting Salah's opportunities to try and create. But yeah, it's been disappointing. As Mark said, it's Fulham's press, but they will burn themselves out in the second half. Hopefully, Mark. But if Liverpool come out for another 20 minutes in the second half and start being extremely poor on the ball, then you know what's going to happen as well. Ollie, lad, you've got Ange Postecoglou as your manager, bud. I think you need to be a bit more concerned than the Liverpool games, mate. But nice one for tuning in, boosting up the algorithm and all that, mate. Nice one. And yeah, the mighty Southampton that you're playing today, bud. So enjoy your season. Another season without a trophy as well. I think it's been quite a long time, bud. But nice one. Big up there, Tasfair. Getting smashed. We are absolutely well and truly getting smashed this afternoon, mate. But yeah, it's been our own fault. It is what it is. And as a fan base, we'll all we're not like other fan bases where we'll go, oh, yeah, it's the referee's fault. No, Liverpool have been absolutely horrendous this afternoon, inside and outside our own penalty box, and we deserve to be 3-1 down. We need to be doing much better. Need to be big up there, Tafsir as well, mate. I believe the lads will come back into the second half. 100%, Mark. Thing is, we've showed already this season, especially the game at Anfield against Fulham in that situation as well. We've got the quality, but we just need to boost that. Start putting everything right, really. Yeah, Tafsir, yeah, that he had a good game against Everton, but it was Everton, really. And especially when you've got a team like Fulham, who predominantly, the large majority of their season, a lot of their great attacking play is predominantly down that left-hand channel through Robinson, obviously playing left-back, 10 assists in the Premier League. And certainly Alex Iwobi got a big, massive goal threat in the side as well. So just looking at that strike by Alexis, that's fantastic. But it says a lot about Liverpool's game that it's required a strike from range, really. In terms of Liverpool this afternoon, the first opening 45, really poor. But looking at Fulham's first goal, obviously Sander Berge breaking through the Liverpool midfield ball into the penalty box. Curtis Jones hits his knee straight into the path of Ryan Sessegnon, who is extremely grateful to put that into the back of the net anyway. But yeah, even still, Ibu, he's scanning, but Curtis Jones, he has a little look anyway, but even still, I think Curtis is just a good 5 yards out in terms of his body position, and he needs to be a lot more centre on, really, a bit more turned to his right-hand side. People complain about a touch on Ibu, but if I'm being honest, he needs to be more stronger from a defensive structural point of view. And Andy Robbo, with Iwobi's goal, playing a blind pass across his own penalty box. Robbo then gets the header, clears it straight into the path of Iwobi, and then getting the deflection. So he's impacted that goal 3 times there. Yeah, mad. But disappointing by Andy. It's moments like this we've seen already from Andy this season. I know he's already been on record saying he wants to fight at Liverpool and be at Liverpool, but yeah, we need to be starting putting in better performances than he has this afternoon, really. Because there's and Muniz' third goal absolutely sends Virgil van Dijk. But yeah, it's an excellent strike by the Brazilian. I know Virgil's complaining. Let's have a little look on this over replay. Yeah, Virgil needs to be stronger than that. I'm sorry. Yeah, not many. And you'll have all the rivals going, hey, look at Van Dijk getting done, mate. But it's like watching their centre-halves in the Premier League. Van Dijk. But it's all about that touch by Muniz. One of the best touches I've seen this season in the Premier League. The fact that he brought that down and he's absolutely sent Virgil van Dijk the other way. But even better, the strike on goal between Kelleher's legs as well. But yeah, defensively, all those goals can be very much managed much better by Liverpool. But fair play to Fulham. They've capitalised on those errors at the back. And that's one thing that not many teams have done this season, is when Liverpool have made mistakes. But it just goes to show that the willingness of Marco Silva's team to go forward, look to create those overlapping runs, the inverted runs as well, get players in between the lines, and certainly have punished Liverpool. And the second half, I'd be very surprised if there's not at least one change, chat. I'd personally bring on Elliott, but I tell you, it is me at the derby. I wanted not that I wanted to jot it off, but yeah, I've learned from last week. Because Jota went and got the goal. So the one thing that Arne has done really well this season, he allows his team with a bit more of adversity, really. He speaks to him at half time, but he sends the players out in the second half. And the large majority of this season, Liverpool have eventually got it right in the second half. And that's all you can ask from the players, really. So a big 45 minutes, a massive 45 minutes for Liverpool. Of course it is. But yeah. But sometimes you've just got to appreciate the quality that you've come up against. But even still, when you caveat that with just such individual poor errors at the back, we've had 3 massive errors at the back. But Fulham, fair play to them. They've absolutely punished us twofold, really. Not blaming referees, unlike Arsenal yesterday and all that good stuff. But yeah, Mark, miss Ali, of course we do, mate. Even I can see the golf. Yeah, big up there, power. It's disappointing to say the least, but yeah, it's going to be one of them. It's going to be an interesting next year or so for Andy. If he is to stay at the football club, I think there's been a lot of speculation and reports of Liverpool linking us with Kirkes, but you've got to look past not just the next 12 months. You've got to look for the future now as well. Robbo, we all love him. He's been absolutely instrumental to Jurgen Klopp's era at Liverpool, and he, at a period of time for like 3-4 years, he was hands down the best left back in European football. But the last 2 years have been disappointing from his point of view. I think he's lost a yard of space, and especially, what is he, like 30, 31 now as well. He's not getting any younger, so for me, it'd be good to keep him at the club for the next year or so. Like, if we can bring in another left back. But yeah, I just need to be seeing more from Costas as well. You need better quality down that left-hand channel. It's all about having two players in every position really going into next season of similar quality, and ideally wanting and vying for individual positions across the pitch, because that's what creates the competitive level. It raises the expectations, raises the quality on a week-to-week basis as well. And most importantly, just allows Liverpool to rotate on a week-to-week basis as well, because going to next season, there's no way Ryan Gravenberch will be starting the amount of minutes he's had this season, because, yeah, he's done amazing. He's contributed extremely well, but in terms of the back end of the season, certain games, and I think we will find out in the next couple of weeks as well, there's certainly fatigue has set in for certain individual players as well. And that's not an excuse. It's down to the players, down to the technical directors as well, sporting directors, to really bring in the quality next season. That when we've got a lot more freshness about our game anyway. But we certainly got enough quality in that second half to bring on, and even the lads on the pitch this afternoon just actually start playing football. Because majority of that first half, we just weren't playing enough good football as well. Power, it's not just being Mo. What's Mo meant to do? He's hardly had a touch on this ball because no one's found Mohamed Salah. There was a ball in the first half really where a lovely little ball to the far stick, nearly played in Gakpo, but he's been feeded on absolutely nothing. Like, everyone might question Salah, but at the end of the day, he needs to get the ball. Gakpo needs to get the ball. Jota's had absolutely nothing. The lads up front have had absolutely next to no service from the midfielders, and even from a defensive point of view. This is where Robbo's had a good couple of underlapping and overlapping runs, but it's left him with far too much to do at the back. Like Curtis Jones, he's been getting in those advanced inverted six role and all that, but he's not quite Trent. And this is one of the most interesting aspects for Liverpool in next couple of seasons. Is Bradley going to be that mainstay of a right back? Is he going to be playing that Trent role, or is he predominantly going to be playing as a right back? Or will a new player come in the next year or so and really bring up the quality in that position as well, if Trent is to eventually leave the football club as well? So there's a lot to go into next season. Certainly, there's a lot to develop in this Liverpool side this season as well. We can always learn so much, and even on a week-to-week basis, Arne, and like all of us, he's learning so much from a technical point of view about all these individual players. So, yeah, there's a lot of question marks. I know we've done extremely well, and we'll get the League One and over the line this season, but yeah, let's just not stand still really going into next season and off the back of this season. It's been a great season, certainly winning the league in Arne's first season. Great. It's better than great. It's absolutely outstanding, really. But yeah, that's what winners do. You just got to keep on grinding. But yes, as Power says, Jones for some interesting buttons. Big up there are 3 mistakes punished in the 14. Robbo's the worst. Hat-trick of mistakes as well. It is what it is, mate. But certainly you look and analyse his game, and certainly not been good enough, but does he? Big up there, Liverpool. The team got figured out already. No chance. No chance, Liverpool. No chance, bud. Appreciate your comment, mate, but I massively disagree. It's the Buzzlight as the no, that's awful. That's Rev. Absolutely awful. Yeah, mods, can you just time? It's awful, that. Do apologise, Chess. Robert as well. It's time for Robinson to be putting on the pressure as well. Yeah, please refrain from putting comments like that as well, chat. Absolutely awful. Our penalty box, I shouldn't be having to tell yet anyway, as well. It's common sense. Damo, it's our penalty box. Yeah, it's been awful, really, Damo. It's been absolutely awful, really, to say the least. Absolutely awful. But it is what it is. You gotta improve that, really. You've got to improve the quality as well. But thankfully for Liverpool, we've got 45 minutes to very much kick on. But so yeah, next goal is absolutely pivotal, as it is. 4-1 down. I think it will be uphill battle, really, with a massive uphill battle as well, going into the second half. But Reds, be interesting. See if there's any Well, yeah, Liverpool's second half underway in a sec. We are back underway for the second half. Can Liverpool look to get back into this game now? Big 5-10 minutes into the second half. Or will Fulham or Liverpool continue that disappointing start that we did have? Lukic getting an early booking, the first booking of this afternoon for the Fulham midfielder, the big Serbian. Liverpool with a free kick. Right hand side of Fulham's penalty area. McAllister standing over this now. Ball in, straight into the arms of a grateful Leno. Yeah, let's go for it, Reds. Savino Graham. Savino, mate, the levels in which Liverpool have showed already this season, mate. I think going not to conclude this season as well, but still levels of anyone wanting to win the Premier League. You need to be at it for 38 games in the season as well. You've got to be next to perfect, really. But if Liverpool do sustain our only second defeat in the Premier League, then Fulham absolutely punished this afternoon. But let's hope Liverpool can get back into this game and showcase our qualities that we have done on many of occasions this season. Chat, if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Obviously, the post-match Raw will be concluding the final after the full-time whistle. Salah, he's found Jota. Jota! Oh, what a save by Leno. What a save by Leno there. Come out extremely quick. It was a lovely little toe poke from Salah on the edge of the penalty area there. Sander Berg with an awful pass, and then Bassi loses it. But Salah, tell you, a phenomenal ball through the middle. Oh, Jota could have, if he had a bit more time on that, but tell you what, that is phenomenal goalkeeping by the former Arsenal man. Really come out quick and narrowed down the angle. Ball in now, punch by Leno. Well, first real bit of quality Salah in this game has actually found a Liverpool player going forward. So just give Salah the opportunity to go forward and we'll start creating. Liverpool got the most second half goals this season. We scored a staggering 39. Bournemouth a second with 32. And Arsenal this season have only scored 29 second half goals. That is a massive part of why they have struggled this season as well. Closing out the game. Virgil. Gravenberch. Obviously, in possession, Gravenberch does kind of more or less tuck into that right-hand side of Liverpool's defence again. Liverpool looking to try that Hollywood ball over the top. It's just not going to happen, really, from Canate. But yeah, post-match Raw will be following the full-time whistle here, Reds. I'm going to check out the Discord as well. Free to join. But if you do become an Anfield Index Pro member, that is £3.33 a month. Make sure you do get involved. You can listen to all the audio podcasts as well, live in the studio. You can interact with all the panellists and everyone that does get involved. Industry-led journos, great analysis, and all the data lads as well. So plenty to get stuck into. That's £3.33 a month. And you can listen to all the podcasts with no adverts as well. As Liverpool go down this left-hand side. Ball cleared. Lukic. McAllister. Szoboszlai. Ball down the right-hand side here. Now Salah needs to get his head up. Needs a bit of support. Ball in. Drifted in. Gone to Szoboszlai. Looks like he's in an onside position there. Done quite well there to recover that. But Salah's going again. Oh, I should have played Curtis. It was a good run there. Don't lose it now, Reds. First real bit of spell this second half for Liverpool. A real sustained bit of pressure. Much better by Liverpool. need to keep up this intensity, really, for the lads. Majority of the second half. If we can do. Kelleher, ball down this right-hand channel. Clear by Bassey. It's not a foul. Get up there, lads. Referee said play on. Dom, play the ball, lads. And he's gone backwards. Dom, lad, just drive with the ball. Clearly playing with a lack of confidence. But come on. Gakpo down the left-hand channel. Ball in. Oh, cleared by Bassey. So it's going to be a corner for Liverpool. And Fulham fans feeling quite aggrieved, really. Feeling that the Brazilian was fouled. Marco Silva is furious as well, but with the referee, very surprised he hasn't been booked, really. The referee. Oh, not in that. Yeah, Ibu stands on his hands, but it's not intentional, man. It's not intentional. What else is Ibu meant to be doing there when Muniz is on the floor? And right, I was going to say, the referee, rightly so, having a word with the referee. But if that was Arnie Slot, he'd be getting a straight yellow card, mate. That's what the referee's trying to explain to Marco Silva, but you've missed a couple of goals, mate. Yeah. Well, you're not the best in the opening 45 minutes, but and there we go. I'm getting my wish. Harvey Elliott's coming on. Gonna say Diaz is coming on, and it looks like Núñez isn't coming on. He's putting on his coat. So I was gonna say I'd expect that to be really, chat. Diaz to come on and Elliott to come on for Szoboszlai and Jota? Or it might be a like for like, really, down that left-hand side. Muniz is up off his feet, thankfully, from their point of view. But Liverpool with this corner now. Second goal will be pivotal, really, for Liverpool. I think we can get a goal here now. We can win this game. Ball into the box. Ibu cleared. Szoboszlai. Is that the mid corner? No. Just dragged it wide. So Reds looks like it's going to be a change now. Elliott. Rightly so. Dominic Szoboszlai. I'd be very surprised if he's not subbed off here. Leno. Oh. I was going to say, why are we waiting for the substitutions? There's a goal kick here and the lads are ready. I was going to say, thankfully. There we go. I was going to say. Gakpo coming off. Fair enough. Fair enough. So Diaz. It is like for like down that left-hand side. Yeah. As I said, they are the substitutions. Not the best of games from Dom, really. Which is disappointing, if I'm being honest, Reds. So Elliott on. And then Diaz on. Liverpool dispossessed here now. Ball over the top. Needs to be a much better ball by Alexis McAllister. Oh, unlucky there, Mackett. He done well there to try and recover that ball. Ball down the right-hand side here now. Fulham, Sessegnon running at Andy Robbo. Inside the penalty box. Side netting. Come on, Red. Switch on, man. You can't be allowed. I'm very surprised that's not a corner. Does it take a deflection? But such direct nature of Sessegnon's game. It's what he used to do before his move to Tottenham. He thrives in those tight pockets of space. Yeah, Reds, if you are new round here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. If you are watching on X or if you are watching on Facebook, head over to the YouTube channel. Very close to 9,000 subscribers. Absolutely tremendous support by everyone, every Red round the world. Much appreciated from everyone at Anfield Index. Plenty of great content to get stuck into as well. Busy schedule tomorrow, as always, Mondays are. Got Media Matters with Dave Davis and obviously David Lynch. Obviously, you got the transfer special as well with Dave Davis and, of course, Dr. Bart, where they analyse all the interesting transfer rumours and certain player profiles as well of players that potentially could come to Liverpool next season. Oh, what a touch by Andy Robbo. Oh, play that ball into the box, Robbo, lads. He's done the hard work. He's absolutely sent Tete. Oh, he sent Castagna, sorry. Sent Castagna, Andy Robbo. And what does he do? He decides to shoot when the Salah at the far post there, really. Ready for a tap-in. Oh, wow. That touch map for Salah doesn't look quite good. Probably had about, what was that, 20 to 30 odd touches, or probably less than that. But Harvey going back to his former club anyway. Oh, what a ball. Sessegnon. Andy Robbo's been caught out again. Sessegnon. Crucial interception and block by Ryan Gravenberch. And lads, what are we doing? Just giving the ball back on every occasion. Unfortunate enough for Liverpool, we done that 3 times in the first half and got punished. But now Liverpool have got possession again. Complacency, fatigue, it's a bit of everything really, mate. But at the end of the day, hero and chat, we've just frankly not been good enough for the first opening hour of this game, really. Been extremely poor, and we've been punished, and rightly so, because when you're defending like we have done for the first hour of this game at any level of football, but especially when you're playing against the Fulham side that has got a lot of key threats. McAllister. It's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool down this left-hand side. Plenty of time, really, Reds, to Liverpool to turn this game around. Reds, if you haven't already done so, make sure you drop a like on the video as well. If you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, or whatnot. I'll tell you what, like, in terms of Fulham shape this afternoon, when Liverpool have gone forward, that's why they've been able to score 3 goals this afternoon, Fulham, is the shape, really, in terms of the leaving a good 2-3 players up the top ends of the pitch as well. And as soon as that turnover happens for Fulham, just straight in behind Liverpool's back line. Like, Pereira's really pushed up quite high, Muniz as well. But fair play to them. Diaz down the left-hand side. Ball into the penalty box, but there's no one there. They're all at the back stick. Lads, what are we doing? At least someone have the intelligence, really, to run across the front post. It's poor. Gravenberch. But yeah, 100% there, Chelsea. Oh, plenty. Half an hour to go here, Reds. Plenty of time. Swear seasons are won and lost. No. Big moments with a bit of adversity really this afternoon. Liverpool 3-1 down here. Like we've been behind a couple of occasions this season, and we've somehow behave, ref. Money is deemed to have been fouled by Yebu. Tell you what, he's had a good game there. The Brazilian number 9. Yes and no. There we go. That's the positivity we love to see. Josh has gone with a 4-3. That's what we love to see, mate. Be positive, chat, anyway. This team's done absolutely wonders this season. In similar positions already. But, yeah, I need to stick in here. Stamo said, obviously you are cheering in. Liverpool have made 2 substitutions in the second half in the form of Harvey Elliott coming on for Dominic Szoboszlai. Ball in. Robbo needs to be better, man. Headed that into the space to an actual Liverpool player. Fulham still got possession. Pereira. Is he onside there, Iwobi? No, he's offside. I was trying to say. Really interesting to see how tight that was, really. No, Willian's on the bench. Completely missed that one, really. I know he left Fulham, but don't know he come back. Fair enough. Diaz off the left flank here now. He's driving at Castagna. Needs a couple of options here. McAllister being dispossessed. Very good defending by Pereira there defensively. Could have actually have done with a shout from one of his Liverpool players there. McAllister thought he had a lot more time and space on the ball, really. But even when Diaz does pick up the ball this second half, go on, Macca. Played Salah. It's going to be a corner for Liverpool. It will be. Mohamed Salah. I need to listen to the crowd when Elliott gets up the ball. Is he getting booed by the Fulham fans? It'd be a bit harsh, really, on the lad, because he is a massive Liverpool fan. And he done really well for Fulham when he broke through their academy. McAllister ball in. Not the best of clearances by Fulham, but it's a poor touch there. Curtis, Ed inside the penalty box. Robbo, ball in. Again, there's no bodies at all in the penalty box for Liverpool when we get that ball forward. Diaz, ball into Salah. Oh. Over the bar. You just expected that to fall into the bottom corner. His only second touch in the penalty box for Salah this afternoon. And that should have been into the back of the net, really. Possibly might get an opportunity, but Liverpool down the right. Disappointing there, Eds. What are we saying on a Salah chance? Should have done much better, really. As we said. Oh, looks like... Is that Tyler Morton coming on? I think Tyler Morton might be coming on here. Not Tyler Morton. What am I saying? Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley's coming on. And... I don't know who the other lad was coming on. Long search and ball. But there's an opportunity here, Reds. If we can get the next goal... There's space opening up at this Fulham back line. McAllister. Elliott's ball over the top. Found Robbo. Can he... ran out of pitch there, really. It was nearly a good ball. Yeah, Bradley and Darwin Núñez are coming on. I was going to say Núñez. Núñez coming on for Jota. It's been a difficult game for Jota, really. Next to no service for Diogo. Same with Salah and the lads up front. So Ibu Konate coming off. Gravenberch going right back. Is Gravenberch going centre back? Or we going free back? Interesting chat. Bradley Young. Interesting to see how we set up. Fair enough. Yeah, it is, yeah. Gravenberch centre half. He done that at Anfield, didn't he? That's a chat. Right there, chat's making the changes on the subs. Again, Liverpool possibility for a counter attack here. We can get it right. Bassi all the way back to Leno. So Núñez has come on as well there, chat. That's going to be a corner for Liverpool. Bradley putting that out there. Come on, Reds. Focus up here. 23 minutes left. Don't concede here, man. Fulham be looking to get their 4th goal to very much kill off this game. Ball in. Kelleher. Very well collected. Go on, quick one. Play it now. Quick roll out there by Bradley. To Bradley, sorry. Just refreshing just to actually have an out-and-out right back playing right back this afternoon in the second half. Really miss Conor Bradley and, of course, Trent's quality in the team. So evident when those two lads aren't playing down that right-hand channel. Curtis Jones playing that bit more 6th position now. It's a more natural position. Gravenberch. Robbo. Luis Diaz. Can he get that ball into the box? Lovely ball to find Elliott. Appealing for handball. Referee saying not an of it. It's an opportunity here now for Fulham. Robinson down the left-hand flank here now. Can he find a Fulham man in the penalty area? He has done. He's found Muniz. And Alexis just absolutely power drives that up 60 yards up the top ends of the pitch. But I'll tell you what, Muniz and Robinson showcasing their qualities against this Liverpool side extremely well this afternoon. I'll tell you what, again, Liverpool caught in transition now on that attack then. Alexis really getting back, recovered in that space. It was hell. Yeah. Virgil dealing with it. Yeah, not taking our chances, chat, have we? Second half. Done exactly the polar opposite to what Fulham did in the first opening 45. Really punished us. Muniz getting great support from the Fulham team. From the crowd as well. Needs a bit of support here, Curtis. Bit of movement, lads, wouldn't go amiss. Robbo down the left. Trying to play that overlap and run there. Van Dijk dispossessed here now as well. Very unlike Virgil. Tell you what, the aggression from this Fulham side. Really putting in a good shift. Beginning for an outstretched arm, but not an in that really from Virgil. Diaz, work it in! Gets in! Luis Diaz. Sky can actually start filming the game. We'll see more of that transition. Ball's up the other end of the pitch as well now, but Liverpool 3-2. Still time, Reds. Well, I'll tell you what, Luis Diaz. That's an absolute worldie of a finish. Fulham lose possession on the halfway line. Curtis Jones finds Connor Bradley in the central pocket of space. Diaz, one touch out and little toe poke into the bottom left corner. He's on the stretch as well, Luis Diaz. Phenomenal strike by the Colombian. Could Leno do better? But it doesn't really matter. It's in the back of the net. We're not bothered. Get in there, Reds. 18 minutes left to go. Come on, Reds. But certainly those substitutions in the second half, it's just allowed Liverpool much better balance now. Especially at the back. Obviously, Connor Bradley. But tell you what, that is a superb break into the middle of the pitch, really, on Liverpool's second goal from Connor Bradley. A lot of his exploits, defensive exploits, really does really well. But on the ball, that's one aspect of Bradley's game. Now, for me, doesn't get talked about enough. But Liverpool growing in more belief, more confidence now. Salah, can he get that? He's done well there, Mo. He's won that back. Diaz. Luis Diaz on the edge of the penalty area. He's found Curtis Jones. He's got Robbo in the overlap. Elliott. Oh! It's ended up in the canal, that lad. Flew out of the ground nearly. Big up there, chat. Yeah. And even when we've not been at our best this season, Reds, we always find ways to get points out of games as well. Even when Liverpool have gone down to 10 men this season on a couple of games, there's always a willingness to continue to fight every last second of these games. But just got to focus up here now. Get that second goal in the next 5 minutes and then game on really well and truly. Just got to be concentrating at the back. Surely got a foul there. Curtis Jones being fouled, but they're a good advantage by the referee now. But Alexis getting more time and space. But Luis Diaz has transformed this Liverpool side really in the last since he's come on. There we go, Reds. Go on, play it. Don't be waiting there, Diaz. Keep on playing it. The ball was stationary. Just keep that ball moving. I'll tell you what, hit the ball now. We've got Darwin Núñez. Shot on target by Curtis Jones, but this is more better chance creation actions now from Liverpool. We've actually got proper bodies in the box now. You got the threat of Núñez, got Diaz. I'll tell you what, Fulham the last 10 minutes they've been at sea really. Because even now, they're just starting to make headers now. A bit similar to Liverpool in the first, opening 45. 3 changes for Fulham. Raul Jimenez. Is that Reed coming on as well? Reed, Jimenez, and Emil Smith-Rowe coming on. So, they've reacted to Liverpool's. So, Lukic is coming off. He's big up there, chat. Get in. Take a draw there. And get another goals as well. Fingers crossed there, Steve. DM. Still, it's an okay. Yeah, it's lost his energy on the DM. But I suppose, I think even when he's impacted that opportunity to get into the box this afternoon, the main thing with Fulham, what they've done really well as well, DM and Chat, they've really defended Salah well, really. But at the end of the day, Reds, looking into next season, if Salah's staying, we can't always play through Salah. He's done absolutely tremendous. But I think that's the next evolution, really, this Liverpool side, is not to come away from playing through Salah, but we need to start playing much better football of not just being solely reliant on Salah. Pick up there. As Storm said, touch and go there. Let's keep that ball moving. Ball into the penalty box here. Diaz on the spin. Is that a penalty? I tell you what, that's surely got to be a pen. Diaz has just sent that ball over the top. That has to be a pen. That has got to be a pen. Diaz, lovely little touch. That's a pen. He's just dragged him back. I tell you what a touch by Diaz. Joachim Anderson. Maybe not. Second replay. Tells you a lot about the story, really. Yeah, checked. No penalty there, Reds. Unlucky. Liverpool, lad. What are you chatting, lads? It's not. You sound like one of those Arsenal fans, bud, if I'm being honest. Don't be an Arsenal fan. It's not, lads. When football teams lose, and especially it's very rare for Liverpool this season, we can appreciate the quality that opposition teams have. It's a combination of an opposition team capitalising on Liverpool's errors this afternoon, and Liverpool, when we've had the ball in the first half, we've been extremely poor. And if you're playing football like we have in certain aspects of our game this afternoon, you're going to get punished. Diagonal switch here. Bradley. Well done there by Salah. Bradley making a lovely run there. Couldn't quite hook that ball around the corner there, really, for Liverpool. But we go again. Virgil. Just keep on getting Diaz on the ball. What a ball to find Andy Robbo. Andy Robbo inside the penalty box. Got a couple of options. Robbo. Elliott. Get on off the bar. No way that's not gone in. Is that offside? Yeah. Oh, no way. Thought that was just dropping into the back of the net there. Unlucky Harvey, lads. Thought like time stopped, really. But what a ball by Van Dijk. Andy Robbo. It's a good ball into the penalty box. But Elliott. Oh. Hit the top corner. The stanchion, really, of that Fulham bar. That ball was just ever so slightly bouncing. Just could have done with that ball just being a bit more settled on the ground. Come on, Reds. 10 minutes left to go here. Come on, Nunes, lads. Salah. Bassi. Don't foul him, Salah. Well done there, Mo. Is that still in? Well done, Connor, lads. Oh, shut those, lads. Nunes. Can he get that? No. Good defensive play there by Leno. Coming off really quick off his line to help his centre-halves. But certainly much better. Yeah, he's onside there. It's a good run by Nunes. Just that pass was just a bit too overhit for the Uruguayan to really capitalise on that. But you are new round here, Eds. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. The post-match Raw will be coming out this afternoon following the full-time whistle. Trev and Dave and the lads will be taking you through all the big moments of today's game. And obviously, the Gegs Tandon show, it'll be me and Tad this afternoon after the full-time whistle, taking you through all the big moments of this afternoon. And let's hope we are talking about a couple of points for Liverpool in the next 10 minutes anyway. But Alex Iwobi and Kenny Tete are coming on. Chat, you've had your wish. Chiesa is coming on. Probably going to be coming on for Mohamed Salah. It's good to see Chiesa get a good 10 minutes here. Or is it going to be a midfielder coming off for Chiesa? I hope we don't do what we done against Newcastle at the back end of that game where we're just throwing on about 7 forwards. Just need a bit more structure because it's working at the minute. That's it. Ref, what are you doing, man? Federico Chiesa coming on. For Andy Robbo, it is. It's a defender there, chat. I thought it would be. Oh, so it's interesting for Mane. Going to a back 3 by the looks of it. Judging from that tactical switch. Just adding on another attacker, really. Yeah, from 5 there, really, chat. Gravenberg. Yeah, Gravenberg's gone left back now. 5 forwards on for Liverpool. Full on attack. Yeah, but yeah, it is a back 3. Sorry there, chat. Bradley to the right centre. Nunes to Federico Chiesa. Salah's gone a bit more central here now. But this is where the space will open up, really, for Fulham. It's got to be spot on here. Waves upon waves of Liverpool attack over the last 10 minutes. Of all the changes. Oh, I was right. That's poor by Mo. We need to be stronger than that. Calvin Bassey. He's chopped on the ball and he's been taken down there as well. So yeah, it's had a good game, Bassey, this afternoon. Well, chat, you've got your wish. Chiesa. We've got 5 attackers on the pitch. We've got Nunes, Diaz, Elliott, Chiesa, Salah. And don't be surprised, really, chat, if Salah gets a goal or assist when he actually gets a bit more central in here as well. So 7 minutes, probably anticipate a good 4 or 5 minutes added on with the substitutions. So still plenty of time for Liverpool to get back into this game. Fulham with a free kick. 35 yards from goal. That's an awful ball by Reed. Awful. You're a Premier League footballer, lad. Get into the penalty box. It's like one of us, chat, trying to lob in a ball. No chance. But just goes to show how good Ryan Gravenberch is again today, chat. In terms of his technical understanding and his ability to just not moan. Like, the lad's he's playing centre half here today. He's played right back, he's played centre half, he's played absolutely everywhere today. But he's not complained once this season. Bradley bursting through the middle. Corner, lads. Into feet. So, yeah, play through the lines here, Eds. Be confident. Just keep the ball on the ground and play through them. Like we have done already this second half. Jones. He's done well there. We've stopped giving the ball to Diaz, which is annoying me. Referee said play on. Conor Bradley. That's surely got to be a yellow card for Smith Rowe. All day, every day of the week. Come on here, Eds. Focus up here now. Come on. We are tuning in. It's been a disappointing first half for Liverpool, but much better show in second half. But Still plenty of time for Liverpool to get back into this game and get an equaliser. Gravenberch down the left. Now Diaz. Just run with the ball now, man. McAllister. Main thing is we don't panic here, chat. Keep that ball ticking over. Keep it rotating. Same old said. Yeah, Keith it is on here, man. Sorry there, chat. We've got a 12 men on the pitch. That's a sick Canasi off. There we go. Really, with those substitutions for Fulham, really made the game a lot more compact, really. Just understanding, want to defend their lead, really. Diagonal switch by Virgil. Long searching ball. Just asking far too much from him. From Fede Valverde. Federico Chiesa, sorry. It's a foul by Chiesa. Needs to be much stronger on the ball here. Nearly, bud. Nearly got there. But chat, as we said, the content doesn't stop here this afternoon. Obviously, make sure you do tune in to, obviously, if you do follow Anfield Index, head over, click the link in the description, head over to the Discord. You can interact with all your Liverpool fans. Great community of Reds from around the world. Oh, what a save by Kelleher. Elliott, great play. Liverpool on the counter-attack here now. From defence to attack. Can Liverpool capitalise on this great bit of counter here? Diaz. Liverpool got a couple of players in the box. Just need to get that ball in the box. It was a big fine save by Kelleher. Low to his bottom right. McAllister trying to play that ball in behind there. That's it, Reds. Come on. 2 minutes left here, Reds. Come on. Liverpool with a quick throw in down the left. Diaz to Gravenberch. A lot of move it, FD, man. Diaz. Quicker. Come on. Bradley. Salah. He's been so quiet this afternoon, Mo. Ball to find Luis Diaz. It's going to be a... Tell you what, Bassey's done really well there. I tell you what, fair play to Bassey, man. Fair play, lads. He's not just stopped that promising attack for Liverpool. He's got a throw in out of it. But looking at this chance here from Reed, it's a big fine save by Kelleher. It's a really good save because he gets that away from the penalty box as well. Pushes it to the right anyway. 6 minutes added on here. As we knew, fully expected that. Adama Traore's done really well here. It's a 3-on-2 here for Fulham. Raul Jimenez, he's ran into the space. Played into Elliott there. Well done, Connor, lads. Oh, now he's getting booed, Elliott. I don't know if he's been getting booed all game, but didn't actually quite notice that. 6 minutes added on here, chat. There will be. Again, sloppy since Liverpool got that second goal. Quick one here. Elliott. Curtis Jones. It's a foul, ref. Foul all day. Well done, Curtis, lads. So, 6 minutes added on here, chat. Is that going to be enough time for Liverpool to get an equaliser? Bradley. Into the penalty box. Chiesa! Straight at Leno. Oh, unlucky, man. Quick free kick by Liverpool. But Fede, Just expect him to at least put that into the bottom left corner. Just lacking the execution on that strike. He's tried to outside Trevella that really. Couldn't quite get the power or direction on that. So, Reds, 6 minutes. Already played the first allotted minute at that time. But Liverpool, will they succumb to their only second defeat of the season? Clint Dempsey, the last player for Fulham to get Fulham, as we said at the top of the show. It's been a very long time since Fulham have won against Liverpool. Very long time. Player Harvey. Go on, Nunes. Get back on. It's a good switch. Can Diaz get that? No. Adama on the counter-attack here now. Looking for that ball over the top. Adama Traore against Virgil van Dijk. He's kept it in there. Well done, Lucho. Come on, Reds. Switch to Elliott. He's found Salah inside the penalty box. Harvey Elliott straight at Leno again. And he's going to do a Pickford there, then he just fair play to you. Don't even on the ground for half an hour. But Elliott, it's a great ball out there. But Liverpool on that attack need to be doing much better. Just on his weaker foot there, Elliott inside the 6-yard box. That's going to be too much really from Harvey. Don't be panicking here, Reds. Keep the ball on the ground. To Nunes. Curtis. Oh, it's the right ball there by Curtis. And we've got a corner, is it? No, it's offside there. It's in an offside position there, really. Good defensive line. As he's saying there to the referee, 3 minutes still left. But Reds, as we said, hopefully we'll see you in the next 10 minutes anyway. The Gags Tandon Show. And of course, make sure you do tune in. If you want to join the Discord, if you do become an Anfield Index Pro member, that is only £3.30 for a month. Obviously, the post-match Raw will be taking you, the lads will be taking you through, Dave and Trev. All the big moments of today. And let's hope we can get an equaliser there. Certainly plenty to talk about. Oh, Maka is intercepted by their Reed. Don't foul him. It's poor by Adama Traore. Just allowed Liverpool to regain possession 25 yards from goal. Elliott to Salah. Very wide. Mohamed Salah. Ball into the penalty box. Still not a lot of quality on that delivery. Bradley. Jones. Ball in. Cleared by Anderson. Diaz. No. Don't foul him. No. It's a... Good defending there. But looks like Reds, Liverpool will be coming to their only second defeat in the Premier League. Fair play to Fulham. Really capitalised on Liverpool's frailties at the back this afternoon. But certainly, this is where, if you're a Fulham fan, you look at games like today where they've taken the chances, been so inconsistent this season, Fulham. This is only their 13th win of the Premier League season. 9 draws, 9 defeats as well. But when you look and analyse Fulham, when you watch them today, and you've taken the opportunities, yes, Liverpool have helped them along the way, certainly. But you've taken, that's all you can do, take their opportunities. But certainly room for improvement for Fulham going into next season. Maybe they can finish strong and look to hope maybe and capitalise if a couple of teams above them do succumb to quite a fair couple of disappointing performances. But Liverpool again showcasing our defensive frailties. Not many times this season, but it's been a very long time since we've seen Liverpool concede 3 goals in a game than we have this afternoon. Probably going to be another minute added on due to the speed in which Leno has been taking these goal kicks. Bradley, long searching ball. Castagna, Chiesa, ball in, straight into the hands of Leno. And I think that more or less concludes the game this afternoon. Disappointing by Liverpool this afternoon, Reds, but fair play to Fulham. Really capitalised on Liverpool's frailties at the back. Brings an end to Liverpool's 26-match unbeaten streak in the Premier League. And I tell you, plenty of room to improve from Liverpool. Disappointing. 11 points clear still, Liverpool. But it's just disappointing really this afternoon. And today, another reminder for these Liverpool players, and certainly all of us, that the job is well and truly not done. But Eds, if you are new to Anfield Index, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And we'll get straight into the Gags Tandon show in the next 3 minutes. So keep your notification bell on. Hit that subscribe button down below as well. If you are watching on X or if you are watching on Facebook, head over to the YouTube channel as well. But Eds, plenty to get stuck into on Anfield Index over the next week or this season as well. Get stuck into plenty of busy day tomorrow. Media matters and plenty of shows live tomorrow. So put your bell notification on. Hit that subscribe button. But as we've got to say, congratulations to Fulham. Really made Liverpool work for it this afternoon as well. But Liverpool's only second defeat of the season. But fair play to Fulham. Need a bit more consistency from their point of view. But Reds, see you next 2-3 minutes for the Gag Standing Show. But Reds, thank you for everyone that's tuned in this afternoon. Hope you have enjoyed it. Disappointing by Liverpool, but at the end of the day, fair play to Fulham. That's all you can say. Liverpool on the day today just weren't good enough. But Reds, you ever walk alone, and I'll see you on the Gag Standing Show in a little second. Ta-da.